U.S. Democrats have the Trump administration squarely in their sights following the release of the Mueller report. There's a call today from a prominent member of the party for impeachment proceedings to begin and demands for Robert Mueller's full unredacted report into Russian interference in the 2016 U.S. election. The Department of Justice is resisting that call. A version of the report was made public yesterday with portions blacked out, and that's not good enough for some of Trump's critics. The U.S. president will not face charges of obstruction or conspiring with Russia, but the report outlines several instances of what many are calling questionable conduct, including an attempt to have Mueller fired. Trump still claims he's been exonerated. In tweets today, he calls it the Crazy Mueller Report and says statements in the report are fabricated, totally untrue, even going so far as to call them total BS. As the CBC's Lindsay Duncombe tells us, all of this has many Americans wondering about Trump's future in the White House.
On a visit to Ireland, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi kept to the practice of not criticizing the president abroad, choosing her words about what Democrats will do next carefully.
The legislative branch has a responsibility of oversight of our democracy, and we will exercise that.
Others are more forceful. Massachusetts Senator and candidate for president Elizabeth Warren joined a handful of other Democrats and called for the House to start impeachment proceedings, tweeting the severity of this misconduct demands that elected officials in both parties set aside political considerations and do their constitutional duty. The political considerations are considerable. Democrats have the votes to impeach Trump in the House, but Senate Republicans remain firm in their support of the president. So any attempt to remove him from office would almost certainly fail, and the spectacle of hearings could backfire on the Democrats.
I think the American people are exhausted by it. I think they're so tired of it. And I think they're handing the president the greatest gift they could give him in the 2020 election.
These encounters did not consist of sexual intercourse.
Consider Bill Clinton, impeached by the House but acquitted in the Senate.
Did he lie to the American people?
The former president's popularity grew as the proceedings went on.
I would say it's at least what President Trump has done at least 100 times worse, at least.
Thank you for having us.
But still, many Democrats argue the best strategy for removing the president from office is the ballot box.
I don't know that impeachment and those proceedings in the House and a potential trial in the Senate is going to answer those questions for people. I think we can solve this once and for all in November of 2020.
The impeachment decision is Pelosi's to make. She's previously called the process too divisive to pursue without bipartisan support. It's unclear if the Mueller report and pressure from her party will change that. Lindsay Duncombe, CBC News, Washington.